What is he?
Oh no, it's Ragiroth Enterprises! How's it going, everybody? Ragiroth Enterprises here with another Devil May Cry 5 related video. One of the biggest things that's been, I guess, speculated and discussed about Devil May Cry 5 since its announcement is who the third playable character is. Most would jump to it, myself included, that it was Vergil, especially because the character's name is V. You know, what does Vergil start with? V. Though as time has gone on, it is sort of maybe leaning towards the third character not being Vergil. We know Vergil is pretty much in the game. We don't think he's the third playable character though. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of compile the evidence suggesting that V is not Vergil in this video, and I guess in another video kind of do a sort of devil's advocate thing as to why it could be Vergil. I thought it was just easier to do it that way. I am unfortunately leaning towards it not being Vergil. But again, I kind of just wanted to do this to kind of compile all the information we know, so it's kind of out there and we can look at it and, you know, see what we got until I guess it's officially announced. I mean, I know the next time Devil May Cry 5 is going to have substantial news is probably Gamescom, which is later this month. I kind of think of anything that's going to be more Dante focused. Probably not on the new character, at least not yet, but I could be wrong. I don't know. We might find out his identity, you know, at Gamescom. I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to be more Dante focused though, which is fine. I'm not complaining about that. So I'm going to bring up, you know, there's a few points I have as to why it's not Vergil. First point is pretty clear cut. The appearance that we see of him on the cover art for the game. Looks like, first of all, he has like kind of either long black hair or maybe even like maybe a hood, possibly a hood. I think it's probably more long black hair. And as we know, Vergil does not have black hair. Not even in DMC did he have black hair. It's only Dante that had black hair. And you could argue it's the lighting. However, it's like you got Nero's hair is like pure like Snow White, and Dante's, which is slightly more gray but still pretty white, and I think it's also just partially because he's aging too. And even though you could argue there's more shadow on V, it doesn't seem like the same shade of white that Dante and Dante and Nero have. I guess it's kind of like grayish or whitish. I don't know, maybe not black hair, but the point is it does not look like Vergil's hair. It looks longer, and then it looks like he has some like tattoos or something like that, some kind of markings on his arm. And as far as we know, Vergil does not have these. It definitely seems, you know, not really Vergil-esque to have that. Nero and Dante have generally had the same kind of fashion, and it seems strange for Vergil to change that as well. And then the boots. I can't really tell what the deal is with the boots that are. So they could even be sandals. I'm not 100% sure. They don't really match Vergil's kind of boots, and I think we actually kind of see the boots he's wearing in the trailer, where I guess it's him presumably that's ripping off Nero's arm. And I think also some people actually could tell that Vergil's actually just wearing his regular outfit underneath that cloak. So that's another thing that's not really helping this case either. Also, V kind of looks like kind of a younger person, or at least shorter than the other two. And again, yeah, like it could just be the positioning. I don't know. He does look like he's a bit younger, at least in stature, and just not quite the same body type that Vergil has. But yeah, it just doesn't really look like him. Like it just seems like a huge drastic change for Vergil. And I mean, I guess I know, like you got Nero with short hair and a mechanical arm in this game, and like older Dante, but it's like, you know, for someone that I guess has been dead for a while, it does seem like kind of weird changes. And then another point is his weapon he's holding does sort of look like a katana a little bit. I think some people have actually pointed out that it looks more like it would be a rapier hilt than a katana hilt. Then another point I wanted to bring up was they did briefly talk about how V would fight. They said he would kind of summon demonic helpers, and this does not seem like something Vergil will do at all. Like, yeah, Vergil doesn't have quite as kind of like an in-your-face raw fighting style that like Nero and Dante has, but to kind of summon others to help him just doesn't seem like something he would really do at all. And the way they're kind of saying that suggests he has kind of like new mechanics and kind of new abilities and stuff like that. And I don't really think, I mean, obviously, yeah, they give Vergil new things to do, or I guess maybe new attacks, hopefully, but I don't know if they would add something quite like that. It just doesn't seem very Vergil-esque at all. It seems more like it'd be like kind of Sieg from Chaos Legion or something like that. Then another point, this one's a little more, I guess, shaky, but there have been some leaks that have also further suggested that it's not Vergil. I know there was one leak on 4chan, and yeah, I know it's 4chan, but again, there have been legit leaks on there that I think mentioned V is like raised by a Nico, and I think that's why I think he has like the tattoos, because she has tattoos or something as well, and he fights with a staff, which is again something Vergil will not use, at the very least as his default weapon. Then there was this article from, I think it's called Segment Next, and they flat out say that the new character is called V, and new information suggests that his full name is Vitaly Vital. I don't know how to say it. He is supposed to be a character that uses calls and spells in order to kill enemies. The aim of the character and his mechanics are to be opposite that of Dante and Nero. Vital is going to be a ranged hero, so he might get similar mechanics to Mary or Lady. According to the new information, Vital will be able to summon demons right inside enemies. This will tear them apart from the inside. This should be very interesting to see implemented in gameplay, as the MC is a very fast-paced game, and chanting spells and calls can take time. From the looks of things, this character will present a challenge and won't be easy to use. So, like, I don't really know what the deal with this article is. I can't really tell if it's speculation or if, like, maybe this guy had, like, kind of a inside leaker or something like that. I mean, it does seem, like, pretty plausible, and I could see him having that name, and I guess that would maybe explain his gameplay a bit. I think it would be kind of just disappointing if he at least had, like, one, like, kind of basic weapon, and he was just only ranged moves, but, no, that's just me. I guess the summoning demons inside enemies does sound kind of sick. But yeah, so like, again, I don't really know if that's true or not. I noticed, I think there was a new interview that did suggest that V would not have weapons, at least in a traditional sense or something like that, from Itsuno. So like, yeah, that might be giving some credence to this or whatever this leak is. I mean, it kind of goes against that other leak. But even so, I mean, either could be possible. This part's a lot more shaky. It's a lot more shaky than the other 2 points I mentioned, because, you know, again, they're rumors. They're rumors or speculation. We don't really know what the deal is. But I mean, Devil May Cry 5 itself was kind of leaked, so it's like, you know, we know people have kind of insider knowledge there and are willing to share it with the game. So that's why it's like I'm a little more, I guess, open-minded with leaks for this game. But I think that's about it. Like I said, I'm just kind of compiling all of the reasons why it's not Vergil, and I'm going to release another video kind of saying, you know, kind of debating these points and maybe how it could lean towards Vergil, although in all honesty most of them are going to kind of be reaching, in all fairness. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the third character is Vergil? Do you think it's not Vergil? I'm curious to hear what you guys think. I feel like, you know, I hear a lot of people think, you know, on both sides. I mean, I think more people now are leaning towards not being Vergil, but, you know, again, there's still some people hoping and thinking, you know, it is Vergil. But like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. You can follow me on social media. I'm going to post in the description below. And as I always say, another time, another place, keep being awesome.